Hello, Virgo. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. My name is Nathalie. So today I'll be doing a reading for you, and this reading is timeless. So whenever you get to see this reading, hopefully things will resonate with you, what will be part of this reading today. So I don't have a set of like a predefined spread that I use. I basically let the cards fall to create the first top line. And then I will use a different deck to get supporting cards for the top line or advice, whatever they feel like to, tell the story. And then I'm going to pull some other cards from some other decks for guidance, extra messages. And I'll pull a couple of Scrabble tiles, as well as close out with a after tarot for a final outcome. All right, so Virgo. So far, only one card fell out. That doesn't look good. Oh, hold on, we have a couple here. All right, so we have these two. So far it's fallen out two more. All right, so that's good. Got 5 cards. All right, so the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Now, the 5 of Pentacles is an energy of feeling left out. And clearly in this picture, the two ladies, well, it looks like 2 ladies anyways. Yeah, they're wearing dresses. So 2 ladies are being pushed away by this German Shepherd who's a watchdog. They want to go into this house, but they're not welcomed because the dog is barking, like shooing them away. So it's an energy of feeling like you're being pushed out. You're not welcomed, okay? Feeling left out in the cold typically is what they're saying. But anyways, it's an energy of you feeling like you're being shut out. All right. First card out was the Page of Wands. And what I like about this is this person, I'm sorry if you're hearing noise in the background, that's my dishwasher. So the Page of Wands is about starting something new out of passion, right? And what I really like about this is this individual, he's not so much talking, but he's very in tune with listening to the birds, what the birds have to say to him. So there's communications that are going to be going on that are, music to your ears, if you wish, about a passion that you have, something that you want to embark on. And you're very happy with the feedback you're hearing. Then we have the Two of Swords. And this Two of Swords in other decks is basically the stalemate card, where the lady is blindfolded and she's got the 2 swords crossing her heart, sort of in a way to protect her heart, and she doesn't want to see what's going in front of her. She just doesn't want to take any action. In this card, I see similar situation. There's no action to be taken because she's holding onto her swords in the back. They're crisscrossed. So she's definitely not on the warpath. She's definitely not going to be using those swords anytime soon. So she's just waiting. And if you look, she's glancing out far away and almost like searching for some guidance, looking for clues for the next move. So you have this passion. You're happy to hear what you're hearing, or at least the feedback from what you're wanting to embark on, but you're still missing some answers. You're still missing some answers, and you're waiting or looking and actively engaged, and you're not so passive. You're actually engaged in looking for those answers to be clarified somehow. Next, we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is one that has nothing to complain about. He's got everything. He's got all the wealth, and he's very healthy looking. If you look at the muscular structure of this king, he's quite muscular. He's very healthy. So it's a card of success, of being able to put in the hard work, but also reap the benefits of it. So that follows this Two of Swords where you're waiting for answers or clarity. Well, the clarity in my book, anyways, if I just look at these cards now, is that you know that you're going to be able to obtain this. Clearly, you know. You have it in you to be able to get there. All right, so hopefully the bottom line is going to clarify more. Next, we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords typically is winning the battle, and not necessarily the war, but winning at all costs, an unfair battle. This guy actually is not a keen-looking man. I don't like his look. He's actually got 3 swords on the ground, contrary to the other tarot decks. Usually there's 3 swords in his hands and 2 on the floor, on the ground, I should say. But instead in this deck, he's got the 2, and they're pretty raised up high. He's on a warpath, so he's not done with his actions, his words, and his communications. The wolves have actually left him. They don't want anything to do with him anymore. They've left him. So he's caused some damage. So maybe that's why you're waiting too long you're waiting too long and maybe you feel this way. Or you're waiting and this is what's coming to you, is this kind of clarity, which is kind of abrupt. But regardless, the last card that fell out is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a good card. Ten of Pentacles is a card of success, happy, family. There's kids running in the background. There's lots of stuff in her basket, like lots of goodies, like food. Grandma's sitting there right by the door. She's having a very engaged conversation and pleasant conversation with her mister. And he's taking the time to have a conversation. So it's a very peaceful and happy environment. So whatever is said, it's as if it doesn't bother you. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the other cards have to say. All right. All right, so by the way, this deck here, Dixit, is not a tarot deck. It's a game card. Like they're card games. And I bought all of the Odysseys. I had more than 10 decks of over 100 cards. So I went through every one of them and I picked some cards that kind of resembled some of the themes from tarot. So I built my own deck from it. And I also added a couple more cards, of which one of them came out. So anyways, I'm going to be talking about that. So I haven't really said anything about this reading, if it had to do anything to do with love, work, or whatnot. But to me, it seems so far that top line you have Wands, which is passion. It could be work related. You have Swords, which is thoughts, communication. And then we have Pentacles, which is usually associated with work or material goods. So it's a good mix. And then also we have the Five of Pentacles. So there's 3 Pentacles. It's a good mix of everything. So I would say this is more of a general outlook. And we'll see what the bottom cards that just came out, how this works out. So the cards that came out is the Strength card. So this is a card associated with Leo, right? It doesn't mean this energy is a Leo. We're just going to talk about the energy of the card and not so much about the person. The following card that came out is the Four Cups. The third card that came out is the Soulmate card. That's my soulmate card. Then we have the Four of Swords. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so let's see where this is taking us. Okay, so you have this passionate start with the Page of Wands. You're very happy to hear the feedback from your passion. But it's asking you to maybe have some courage and some strength to maybe not be too enthusiastic at this point. Because remember the Two of Swords from the top line, it does say that you're lacking information in order to be able to move ahead. So it's asking you to have courage. Be patient, because you do have to wait. Your turn is not up yet. Your information's not here yet. So have the courage to withstand that eagerness or that desire to move ahead quickly with this passionate endeavor that you have. And below that Two of Swords, we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is typically one of someone not accepting an offer. You know, a cup is presented to them and they're not taking the offer. They're oblivious to it. But it's also a card of boredom. So remember I said that maybe you would get antsy, or you would get things are not happening fast enough. I get that feeling with this card here, that you're bored to tears. You are literally bored to tears. Things are not happening fast enough to your liking. So although the Strength card is asking you to maybe arm yourself with patience and strength in order to be able to pass this period of long time to wait, I think that maybe this comes into play with the rest of the reading. Is you get literally bored, and to the point where it may get frustrating. You know that you can do this. You know that you have it in you. And where I pick up the soulmate card is not so much soulmate as in a relationship, but soulmate is you're surrounded by the right tools, the right people. I mean, all the stars are aligned for this new endeavor to occur, and it should occur. I mean, the partnership who you're with, whether it is, you know, a romantic partner or it's a business partner, this partner and you work well together and you make mountains move. And hence why you're probably antsy and frustrated. And I think this is where this energy now becomes your energy, that you are the person that actually have said a couple of things that probably shouldn't have been said, probably pissed off a couple of people. As you see, there's 5 wolves that turn their back on you. So you probably have pissed off people. And now you need to let the dust settle, the 4 of Swords. You need to let the dust settle before you can move ahead and pick up where you left off. All in all, after the dust settles, things will turn out in your favor anyways, because you have it in you, right? You know, and you're surrounded with the right person or right people in order to be able to achieve the successful endeavor that you are on or you want to achieve. So you end up with the right outcome, or whatever outcome that you wish, because evidently after the dust settled, things are grounded again. You've got the Page of Pentacles. Things are grounded and they're secure, and you can move ahead with the endeavor. I really like this. All right, so now I'm going to pull some other cards. And I think this, I forget the name of the deck, but this is Sonia Choquette who created these cards. But these are very simple message. I really like them. There's no elaborate communication through them. Okay, so this card is number 18, and it says, stay away from the crowds. So don't fear being independent. Don't fear being different. And don't fear the fact that you're not following the herd. Number 18, if that means anything to you. Yeah, and I think that you do, and that's probably what you're doing here. Although it's shunned upon, to sometimes speak up and do and say things that are hurtful to people, and see how the crowd is taken off from you. You're doing the right thing because it's turning out to be the right thing for you. So don't worry about what you've got to say. Sometimes the truth hurts, but maybe it needs to be said in order for things to move forward for you. All right, so now I'm going to pull another little message from a little deck of cards that I created from stickers. All right. Oh my God, I like this. you are on bullseye. All right, so keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path, so no need to be concerned. All right, so here's some more of the Dixit cards that I actually, out of the thousands, actually, I handpicked more of them that were cards that I connected with. And I put them separately, and I think I have about 6 decks upstairs that I don't even use because I just don't connect with them at all. All right, so I really like this. Again, this is a unique card in the sense that you have this lion sitting on this huge chair. And he looks like a little lion, but he's really a mature lion, but he's sitting in a big chair. And he's looking up. He's looking up and he's alone. Again, oh, sorry, this is step away from the crowd. Yeah. Again, you're alone in this card. You're stepping away from the crowd. Again, you're here alone in this card. But the feeling I get with this is you're capable of handling anything. Like, usually, typically, when you see a king sitting on his throne, like on here, the king is proportionate to the throne. This king is very small to the throne, meaning, yes, he may be small, but he can manage and handle quite a bit. Quite a bit. And typically, the strength card is a Leo. There's a lion on the card. And there's a lion here, so I like that. You may have a roar of a lion, but you also have the energy. The energy to tackle anything and keep doing it. You have it in you. All right, so here I'm going to pick an animal card that I've also created. All right. I picked the earthworm. They're not pretty cards. They're just cards with stickers of animals and text that I've kind of put together after doing some research. So this is, this card, I mean, what I wrote on here is that you're very valuable and you're a very sincere individual. You can be sensitive and emotional, but you are capable of dealing with some very strong emotions. Anything that comes to you, you'll be able to manage it. So Virgo, I know you're a perfectionist by nature. And perfectionists can tend to be emotional because if they don't necessarily meet up to their own expectations, they can get emotional about it. I'll speak of that because I'm on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, so I have a lot of Virgo in me, and that is exactly how I feel about a lot of things. But life will bring you challenges, like in the situation here where you've got to wait in order to be able to go on this endeavor that you want to go on. You need clarity, and or you need to take a position, or you need to put people in their place because things are not happening until you say something. And that's happened to me. But just remember that you are valuable, and whatever situation, emotional situation will come your way, you can definitely manage it. You're a strong individual, very strong. All right, so let's pull a couple of tiles, Scrabble tiles. All right, so, oh my God, the same letter twice. I've never had this happen, and on top of that, they're not letters that are very common. U and U, double U. Wow, double U, never seen that. Wow, this could be 2 individuals. It could be one individual, first and last initial. It could be a company name. It could be anything that could resonate with you that would have the letters U and U. All right, one last card, and this will be the After Tarot for a final outcome. Final outcome for Virgo, please. Oh, there we go. Oh my God, the stalemate card. Oh, we got 2 cards. First one is the stalemate. Again, this is exactly what I was saying. Now, this lady, she stopped protecting her heart with the 2 swords. She's handed them over to 2 people. They're battling it out. It's kind of the same message that happened here. You were tired of waiting. Like you parked it, waited and waited and waited. You got really bored of it. But symbolically, you didn't necessarily hand it to two people. You kept those two swords and you took action. You actually communicated. You're the one that took the action and pissed some people off in so doing. But who cares? Who cares? Because the outcome is that whatever disorganization, like this is like typically Five of Wands is lack of leadership. And whatever, how disorganized the situation was with the other individuals, now there's five swords, five wands. Four of them are sitting, four people are sitting, and they're clearly listening to that one person who's taking leadership and ownership of this endeavor, which is you, evidently. So I really like this. I really, really like this for you, Virgo. If this resonates with you, please do like the video. Please subscribe as well. If you want to hear more from me. If you have any comments, please add them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to read them. Like I said, I have a full-time job. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning, but I do have a full-time job. So I will do cards at my own time. And this is my hobby. I really enjoy doing this, but I can't commit yet to a set timeline and, like every Monday or schedule, where I'm going to be doing, the earth signs on Mondays, and then Tuesdays I'm going to do fire signs and so on and so forth. I can't commit to that at this point, but I definitely will commit to doing at least one video per sign per month. So this was yours for this period. And I did put it as timeless because in case I can't get to you again until, I don't know, a month and a half from now, I just don't want to feel like you missed out. All right? So thank you so much, Virgo, for spending this time with me today. And have a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.